Hello, and welcome to Daddy Rolled a One. I'm Martin, and this is not only the first video that I have done for my blog, Daddy Rolled a One, but also it's really one of the first videos I've done in general. I don't normally make videos for any occasion, and so continuing that on, this is also going to be the first unboxing video I have done ever. I don't do unboxings, but I wanted to do one for this particular product for reasons that I'll get into as we go through the video. So up front, this is the first one I'm doing, but I would like to say, please, if you could like and share the video to help get some views behind it. I'd love people to see this particular product. And also subscribe if people like this video and I see that people want more, then I'll continue to create some more for my blog. So this is Terror on the Streets, written by Kelvin Green, also illustrated by Kelvin Green, for the Lamentations of the Flame Princess system. There is an individual book that you can get for the adventure. This is an adventure. This particular product, this is called Big Terror on the Streets. You can see there. Also on the box here, 500 copies were made, and you can see how thick the box is. So I thought I would do an unboxing. It's got this nice band around it. It has this sticker that I pre-loosened a bit to make it a little easier to take off for the video. I'm going to put that to the side. So here's the artwork on the back. Again, this is by Kelvin Green. Kelvin has written and illustrated a lot of adventures for, particularly for Lamentations of the Flame Princess system, but also he's done some for other role-playing game publishers. He did artwork most recently, or not most recently, but for a product I really like called Barbarians of the Ruined Earth, and which is a post-apocalyptic game. The Lamentations of the Flame Princess system, just to get this out of the way, it does have a reputation in the community for, I'll say, using gore in their products for shock value. The creators, the owner of the publishing company, Lamentations of the Flame Princess, is really into that kind of death metal aesthetic. And what I appreciate about Kelvin's work when he does work for Lamentations of the Flame Princess, it actually, to me, doesn't really fit that kind of goriness. He leaves that out, which is something that I actually really appreciate. That other kind of stuff doesn't normally appeal to me, but Kelvin's work always does. You can see the illustrations here, the ones that he's done even just on the covers, are more, I don't want to say whimsical, but they're very colorful, and they, to me, are more imaginative and creative than just showing a lot of blood and gore. So let's go ahead and open this up. It's the lid. I'm going to move that over here. And right up front, we have this huge die in here. Illustrations by Kelvin. So Kelvin wrote and illustrated this, so it has a complete continuous aesthetic all throughout. These look like probably, well, I don't know. I'm guessing as I get into this, we'll figure out how to use that die. Here's the book itself. So normally if you were to order this without being in the big Terror in the Streets, this is what you would get, this specific book right here by Kelvin. So you can see on the back it says, Europe burns and drowns in blood, but France remains for the most part inviolate and strong. The city's children are going missing, parents are fearful and paranoid, and the people of Paris are becoming angry and restless. A mysterious phantom figure is taking youngsters and taunting the authorities. Can the criminal be found before more children disappear? What is the secret behind the kidnappings? So this is from 2021, so it's relatively new. And you can see on the inside front cover, there's a map here of Paris in 1630 with the city districts numbered. It's really fun. I always like when books print on the inside covers. And I saw a review of this game, so this is not going to be a review. This is just an unboxing. If people want a review, leave a comment and I will put one on my blog. But what I understand from this picture, it's sort of like a Where's Waldo type situation where the murderer is in here, if you know who to look for and where to find him. So I think that's really fun. And again, you can get a sense of the artwork that Kelvin does, which I really like. It has a colorful but old school, to me, it's kind of old school aesthetic to it. So just flipping through again, I'm not going to, this is not a review. I haven't even read this yet, so this is just the unboxing. So the reason I bought this is I saw Kelvin mention that this had come out, and then I saw a video about it, a video review. And Kelvin is one of the first people that I met virtually when I joined the old school blogosphere around 2011. I've been reading old school blogs. I started my own blog. Kelvin is one of the very few people who consistently comments on pretty much every post that I make, going on 10 years now. And every year I do a charity fundraiser to raise money for men's health awareness, and Kelvin has contributed every year, even though he lives in England. I've never actually met him in person. Just a really nice, great guy, good sense of humor, and I enjoy just reading what he writes, both what he creates, but as well as like on social media when he's posting. So that's why I wanted to get this to help support him. So this is an extra book that comes only in this box set. I actually had to ask Kelvin about this in social media to find out what's in here, but this is Huguenots and Other Distractions. So these are just extra goodies that you can add to if you're playing Terror on the Streets, you can add this to it. And I mean, just look at the artwork here. This is the kind of stuff, it's this fun, very imaginative and colorful artwork. It's got a little bit of a comic book feel to it. I'm a big comic book fan, as most of you know. So it says a variety of spice of life, then this is your virtual spice rack. Zombie Gauls, animal-human hybrids, crimson ghosts, moon insect people, time-traveling Satanists, angry giant swans. This is the kind of stuff that I love. It's things that are very evocative. Even just reading these titles, I can start thinking about how would I use these, like moon insect people, and I could throw these into any kind of game. I don't play Lamentations of the Flame Princess. I've read the rules. It is built on a BX engine, and I've taken a lot of ideas from it, but I would probably use this for me personally in like Old School Essentials, which is the system that I'm running right now for the game that I run for my 12-year-old daughter and her friends. So, but there's, I mean, lots of great stuff that you can just take from this and, put into pretty much any kind of old school class and level system game. It's going to work just fine. So I don't even really bother converting anymore. It's just not worth the time. They're so similar. So that's an extra book. Again, this is available only, as far as I understand, it's only available in this box set. And these look like, I saw some of these notes in the main rule book. So these are like handouts of looks like handouts of notes that were written in the main rule book here. So those are fun. These are fun little player handouts. I really like this. It has that parchment kind of look to it. And I'm not quite sure what this is or how one would use this. I guess I had it upside down there. But I'm sure once I read the adventure, I'll be able to figure out how to use that. Oh, these are fun. Look at this. So these look like little paper. Yeah, it's thick cardstock, cut along the lines and then fold in the broken lines to make these little figures that you could use. One of the very first adventures that I ever got or remember getting back in the day was one called B6, The Veiled Society. And it had figures like this in that adventure, and I still have those. So this is fun to see this. It totally takes me back, reminds me of that. Looks like there's quite a few in here. Yeah, so. Oh, some creatures as well, which is fun. I'm assuming a lot of these are NPCs. It's fun. Huh, horse-drawn carriage. That's pretty neat. Oh, and some buildings. So these are just fun little extra goodies. Obviously, you don't need these for the adventure, but I think it's fun that these are in here. People don't really do box sets too much anymore, so it's fun to take advantage of the box set format and include stuff like this that you couldn't really put into a regular printed book. And it's like a larger size version of the map that we saw in the front of the main adventure book. It's large enough that it doesn't actually fit all on the screen here, but that's a fun addition. Nice quality thick paper. It's one of the things I actually noticed when I was just flipping through the rule book just a second ago, is the paper quality is really nice. It's really thick paper. And yeah, see, here's one of those notes I was talking about that, you know, now you have the handouts. So that's it. This is Big Terror on the Streets. So it was a little pricey because it does come from, it's coming from Finland, actually, I believe, which is where Lamentations of the Flame Princess is headquartered. But you know, you could always just get the standard adventure just by itself without the box. But I kind of wanted to get the box again to support Kelvin, and also I appreciate when people do a different style of format in a box set format. It's kind of a nice thing to have. So there we go. There's Terror on the Streets. If you have questions or comments, I would love. People who know me on Twitter know I love talking about stuff and engaging. I'm not like a like and scroll kind of guy. I try to comment to actually chat with people and get to know them better and talk about their games. So please leave comments below. Maybe you've played this adventure. You can give me some tips or ideas on things to look for. I would appreciate that. And there we go. Thanks everyone, and I'll hopefully see you soon.